Welcome back, everybody, to Whole Life Adventure. This episode, you're going to see our first stop from where we lived. We actually lived on an organic farm in Minnesota. We made many great friends. We had a great time learning the farm life, and my kids had the farm experience without me owning a farm. How great is that? So let's start with a tour. They had big old greenhouses so that they could actually farm most of the year. This is a shed that they bought, or not bought, they built early in the year. You'll see the kids climbing the scaffolding a little later. Then this is a beautiful tree that we were under. But the back part of the farm has some more greenhouses and working sheds, open fields. There's different animal pens throughout. They had over 1,500 chickens. They had sheep. They have cattle. They had pigs as well. So they had lots of land, and it was a beautiful place to be our first stop. What a great place. See that little platform right through the trees? We'll show you a little adventure that we do a little later on. So one of the great things about this particular farm is that the family had 7 kids, and our kids just loved being on a farm with a bunch of other kids. They played, they adventured, they worked hard too. It was an amazing mix between work and play, and learning new people and their perspectives on things, working together. Next you see here is a beautiful, beautiful sunset. As you can hear, my children are out here. I think Mom might have been away actually. Sorry, Mom. Because you'll notice here in a minute that the kids are actually in the pajamas, doing cartwheels and playing around and enjoying the sunset with us. So we enjoyed the nature and being together and having a good time and living in the moment. Funny, unexpected things happened all the time on the farm, like Abby and her dad walking a cow down the road on a tractor, or our kids climbing the scaffolding of the building that they're still building. Yeah, that's a bunch of kids climbing scaffolding. Crazy kids. Here we came home and one of the refrigerator sheds had got stuck on the road. They were moving it to a new location by the new shed, and we weren't quite sure what to do. So we just parked there until they had it moved. They had hoped to have it moved earlier in the day. Here they're actually moving everything out of the refrigerator shed because it was going to take so long to get it out. Here you see one of our youngest, George, peeking out one of the windows that open just to watch all the adventures and craziness that is going on constantly.
I've wanted to climb this tower they have here behind our bus at the farm here in Minnesota. We think they put it here for like a water, because there's a water container under this tarp. So maybe it was a water tower, but doesn't it look like, don't you want to climb it? Don't you want to sit up there and like watch the sunsets and make out with your husband? I mean, play with the kids. And...
Okay, I'm going up.
The whole thing. Wait a minute. I'm going up if Mom wants to be up there that much.
Okay.
It's really close.
Are you okay? Do I have to hold it?
View.
Isn't this awesome?
Now you see one of our kids' favorite pastimes on the farm. Rows and rows of hay bales all bundled together and rode up and pushed together. The kids just had a blast. Down was trying to jump over a whole one. Watch what happens next. Ooh. What an epic moment for Dallin. The other things they like to do, they like to play tag, hide and seek, all kinds of different activities. They also would like to watch and look at the spiders and their webs that were between the hay bales. Just so many different activities that they would play. I think you just saw somebody get tagged it while they're distracted by the camera. What a great time, what a great view. In addition to amazing sunsets, one of our favorite pastimes were around the chickens. Either the kids going out and collecting eggs on a regular basis, there was lots and lots of eggs with 1,500 chickens, or just us adults enjoying watching kids trying to catch a chicken. Afton apparently had one that she was carrying around. It got away from her, and at this point she was trying to catch it, and she never did get to it. Another thing that we started to do more often in Minnesota was ride bikes. Here on the farm we had this one fun dirt path that the kids love to do back and forth. Next would be the mud. Oh, the mud. We didn't take enough video and pictures, but there was lots and lots of mud. The kids loved playing with it, and they loved finding the little creatures that lived in it. Not so little creatures, those were about 12-inch earthworms. Of course, the other thing that the kids loved being around were all the animals. Here are some of the pigs that were on the farm. We were throwing some scraps to them. Of course, they all hoarded around us and got pretty excited. So we ran out of scraps, so we started feeding them some grass, and they were pretty excited about it. Zane and George both were really enjoying it. A little bit scared at first, but then really got into it. They were really pushing against that fence, so it was such a great time to be around all those animals and see what farming was really about. Thanks for watching, and please like the video and subscribe to our channel to see more adventures that are coming up. And remember, live your adventure today.
What? It's a video?
What do y'all